Good evening. Welcome to Star Talk. I'm Ken Eccles, and we're happy to have you with us on the program tonight. We have a phone line open right now and an email address. Phone number's on your screen. So is the email address. I know it's up there, but I keep saying it anyway. I don't know why. It's KECHOLS47 at gmail.com is the email address. So we'd love to hear from you either by phone or by email. I got an email over here already about Food Lion, which feeds so many of us. Um, emailer says, emailer says, Ken, I read that Food Lion got hacked. Well, they did, and we'll say some more about that in just a second. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey kid, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I got that at Bachelor Hall about that stew.
Okay, good.
It's November the 30th when they gonna be selling it, and
Okay,
and the number is 434
okay.
685
685
3820.
3820. That's Bachelor's Hall Fire Department.
That's right. And you call in. You know, anybody call between now and order. I would have called today and ordered me 3 quarts.
Good.
Nine
Well,
dollars a quart.
$9
It's
a
nine
quart.
dollars a quart.
All right.
But it's
Well,
good. It ain't that thick kind where you throw on a wall and it's real thick. You know, it's real. It's good. It's soupy. I like mine soupy. I don't like mine thick.
okay. Well, we like to keep up with stews, and I appreciate you giving that information.
And I want to ask you another thing on that ticket. What time you go? What time do they open up there to get a ticket? You know, win that free ticket.
They're open pretty much all day because the television station is there in the same place. Um,
Oh, okay,
so it's
okay.
all in the same
I,
building, so they keep pretty regular business hours.
I just didn't want to ride up there. Nobody there. I didn't know.
All right. Well, they should be. You should be able to get them again during regular business hours.
Okay, you know what time it is? Regular business hours.
Oh, in up to probably they probably open up about 9 in the morning, I would think.
Okay, so somebody be there around 1 or 2 when I go.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I just want to tell you that. And I run into Mr. Draper day in town right there in Draper and talked to him and went
How's
on our way. He went home and I went home.
how's his finger looking? Did you see his finger?
I,
His
I,
injury?
I ain't never seen his thing. I ain't seen what he done to it. I hadn't seen it.
Oh, okay. Well,
He was
if
he
we
was
haven't
he
heard
was
anything
he was
about it, it must be doing okay.
yeah, he was in his truck and I was in mine. We just caught at the light and I stopped and spoke to him a little bit. And he congratulated me on winning them tickets.
All right, boy, big
uh,
winners, two big winners in Draper this year. You and Mr.
yes,
Draper.
yo, yes, you was. I looked up. I don't know how, but I looked up and got a free ticket. Did you
Well,
say Mr. Pelham won one too? Mr. Pelham?
no, not Mr. Pell. Tar Heel in Mayadan was the other
Oh,
winner.
Tar Heel and Mandan.
Yeah.
Okay, Tar Heel. Okay. Yeah,
Um,
okay, okay.
so I appreciate it. Was Mr. Draper's dog with him?
Yeah, he has a dog with him. Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
dog.
Yeah, it is. Well, I'll let you go, Ken. Let somebody else call in. I just want to let you know about that stew at Bachelor Hall and give you the phone number.
Okay, well,
And
thank
plus,
you.
check
I
my hours
appreciate
on.
it. Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
thank you. Yeah.
That's Bachelor's Hall Fire Department, November 30th. I'll give you that number again in just a second. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Well, good evening, Mr. Ken.
Good evening.
My bad. Yesterday, I forgot to say thank you to our veterans.
Oh, well, I thought you did. You sure you didn't?
I,
I think you
I
did.
don't remember.
I think
Oh
you
well, if I
did.
did it. Oh well, I just wanted to make sure I got it in or not to show definitely show respect.
Good. And I believe that you did that on Monday.
Okay. Just want to also thank our first responders
Good.
who do everything for us when we get in trouble or if we get hurt or in a wreck. They're there to get us out best way they can safely.
They are. They do so much for all of us, and they don't get paid a whole lot of money for what they're not doing that to get rich. They're doing that because they want to help the community, and we appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And as those who are volunteers, I thank them very much for being out there as well as the ones getting paid.
Indeed, so they're very important.
I'm just going to leave that on a note. I leave the rest of my time to someone else tonight, sir.
Okay, well, thank you for calling. Good to hear from you. And that's Charles from Danville. And again, we do appreciate and value and recognize the value of all those people that he mentioned. The emailer was wondering about the Food Lion hack and said, Ken, I read today that Food Lion got hacked, and I'm just wondering, is that something that the customers have to worry about? I use my credit card and my debit card at Food Lion, so is somebody going to get my information? Uh, you know, I have not heard, from what I've heard about the attack, I have not heard that anyone's personal information was compromised in that Food Lion hack. What the company has said, at least what I know of that the company has said, is that it has disrupted some of their organization. It's disrupted some of their logistical plans and operations, and has caused them a certain amount of inconvenience. But they did not mention that anyone's personal information has been compromised. Um, and yeah, a lot of people use their credit cards and their debit cards at Food Lion. And I'm certainly not in a position to absolutely say definitively that you don't have to worry about that. But again, the announcement from the company has not indicated that your personal information was compromised in that hack against Food Lion. So that's what I know about that. If anything else needs to be said, and if that it turns out that that was a problem, I'm sure Food Lion will have more announcements that they will make to warn people about that. But as it stands right now, uh, that does not appear to be part of the problem. Now, you may go to Food Lion one day and your favorite cereal or your favorite flavor of beans may not be, and I'm not predicting that either. It's just that from what my understanding is that the biggest thing, the biggest personal threat to Food Lion shoppers is there might be some deliveries messed up or delayed. Another emailer says, hello, Ken. I think you know who this is. I do. I do know who it is. I think you know who this is. I am the world's biggest fan of snow. I don't know if you're the world's biggest fan. You're a big one. World's biggest? I don't know. But we'll go with that. I am the world's biggest fan of snow. And are the forecasters saying that we might get some snow this year? We didn't get any last year. I want some snow. What are the odds? Probably not good. Uh, probably, I mean, the odds of a plentiful amount of snow for us, honestly, are never good this winter or any other winter. We haven't had, excuse me, we haven't had measurable snow here since January of 2022. Is that right? Yeah, January of 2022 was the last time we officially had measurable snowfall right here where we live. Now, granted, I understand some of you, and I myself have seen since January of 22. I've seen periods of time where it snow flurried a little bit, and at some point you could see snow out there on the leaves and some on the ground. Didn't stay long. So snow has fallen. But what the National Weather Service considers official measurable snowfall, not since January of 2022. Now, what about this year? After I read your email this afternoon, I did two things. I, of course, consulted my source for weather information, the Old Farmer's Almanac, and I did something else, and we'll get back to that. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, it's Mark from Maridan.
Hey, Mark. How are you?
Okay, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
That's good. I'm doing okay. Uh, I want to remind you of Charles from Danville with the Mass Singer tonight, 8 p.m. on Fox.
That's right. Charles didn't mention it, but I'll bet he knows.
Yeah. Tell Mr. Pello, I think his name, Mr. Pelham, the one talking about a banana hot dog or something last night.
Yeah.
After I was on the air or whatever, he said Checkers or that railroad might do it or something. Anyway, I called Mom and asked her about it, about the banana hot dog or whatever. She said it's a woman at Checkers. Her name is what's her name? I forgot her name now. But she's been doing that ever since she was a little kid. She'll put a banana in a hot dog bun, put pepper on the banana, and have one side peanut butter and one side mayonnaise.
Pepper. Did you say pepper?
Yeah, put pepper on a banana. Yeah.
Wow. I've never tried that before. So the banana hot dog, obviously it exists in Pelham, and apparently it exists in Mayodan as well.
Well, the woman that works at Checkers eats them. She's been eating them ever since she was a little girl, and she's about my mama's age, so it's been a while.
All right. Well, don't say your mother's age. Let's not do that. But that's interesting. So the banana dog um, actually has apparently at least two inventors. That's good to know.
Yeah. I forgot what her name was. But anyway, what was Mr. Pelham talking about me helping Charles? Was it Charles from Danville or Charles Rourke? He was talking about last night.
Mark, I
He
don't.
said something about I might can help Charles out or something
I don't.
on
I'm
something.
sorry. I'm drawing a blank on that. I don't remember that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe call back and refresh my memory. Maybe.
Yeah, I walked out of the room and I come back and heard him say he said he was talking about Mark from Maydan and said somebody helping Charles, and you said somebody helping a politician be all right, but getting in with Charles would be something else or something you was talking about.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mark. I don't remember that, but maybe he'll remind us of it later.
Okay, hang on a second. Who did you say did the banana dog? That was a woman named Darlene did that at Checkers. Did the hot dog with a banana in it.
Okay. Well, I'm good. Congratulate Darlene and Mr. Pelham with a great food idea.
Okay, all right. Thanks again.
Well, thanks you for calling, Mark. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I don't remember what Mark was asking me about. Whatever it was, it has escaped my mind. Phone line is up there. The email address, kechols47@gmail.com. Back to the snow. Of course, I consulted the Old Farmer's Almanac. The Old Farmer's Almanac said that it might snow this winter, which is good to know. The National Weather Service has a different opinion. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
How you doing tonight, kid?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, last night I was talking about Charles trying to get into Egypt.
Oh, that's right. Charles from Danville. They couldn't get into Egypt.
Yeah, and I remember Mark from Medhead saying, it was a long time ago that he was responsible, if I'm not mistaken now, that he was responsible for getting Obama to stop at Reed's house in Reedsville, the restaurant.
That's right. He was.
So I was trying to imply that maybe he could just get Charles into Egypt with the kind of power he has.
Well, maybe he could. Maybe he could. So now I'm glad you reminded him. So Mark, what he was talking about was, could you help Charles from Danville get into Egypt? So that's the issue here.
Right. Ken, have you eaten all your stew yet?
Yes. Well, no, wait,
Tomorrow.
hang on. I need to be truthful here. I ate most of it. My neighbor ate some of it, but I ate most of it. It's all gone.
Yeah. Tomorrow's going to be a perfect day for it. It's going to be a raw day tomorrow, wet, cold, windy. It's just going to be a terrible day. Tomorrow's a good stew day.
Are you going to make some more?
Yeah, I was talking to my friend today. We're going to try to shoot for the first week in December if nothing don't happen. So if we make it on, I'll turn you on some of it. I've given most of mine away to my friends and neighbors, but they really enjoy it, man. They do.
Oh, it was good. It was really, really good. I guess I ate probably, I would estimate I ate 75% of what you brought here. And my wife got some, and my neighbor got some, but I got most of it. I made sure I got most of it because I'm very selfish when it comes to stew.
I'm the same way, Ken, if it's good stew now. I don't want to sound like I'm bragging or anything, but I've eaten church stews and stews from different locations, and to me, it just don't taste near as good as the one we make. But maybe I'm a little partial.
And you know what? And this is probably, I think most people would agree on this, I think, from the way I hear people talk. The second day after you've had it, it's good the first day. The second day, it gets better. Have you noticed that?
I certainly have, Ken. I think it's kind of like lasagna and that kind of stuff when you make it and you eat some of it the first day, or if you even freeze it and then rethaw it and eat it later. Especially lasagna. I like lasagna. I'm bad as Garfield when it comes to that, but I think lasagna is always better whether it's a day later or 3 months later.
All right. Well, I don't, I can't say about lasagna. I haven't noticed about lasagna, but I've certainly noticed about stew. It's very, very good the first day. It's very, very, very good the second day. And that was really good. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Like I said, if I make an oven, I'll turn you on smaller. I used to know this lady, Ken, and I did not even like lasagna. I tried different places, whatever. But this lady made it, and I'm telling you, Ken, it was the best in the world. And I'd give anything if I could get make me a pan of it. But, we're not on speaking terms, so I doubt that'll ever happen. But, man, she made the best in the whole wide world.
Yeah, well, I like lasagna. I don't like it as much as I like stew, but I like lasagna.
I had to disagree with you on that one, man. If you ever tried her lasagna, you'd love it too. Trust me. Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Changing
maybe.
The subject. Yeah. Changing the subject. What do you think about these cabinet picks Trump's, trying to appoint or nominate?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the Senate reacts. Matt Gaetz for Attorney General is one that even some Republican senators have said today that they don't know if they'll be able to support that or not. And Matt Gaetz, Attorney General, the guy from Fox News, Secretary of Defense, Tulsi Gabbard, Director of National Intelligence. Those were, I guess, surprising nominations. I haven't heard of any comments from the Senate about the last two, but there are senators, including Republicans, already saying they don't know if Matt Gaetz is going to make it through.
Well, if Trump can pull off this recess appointments, it really won't matter to Congress, will it, or will it?
No, it won't matter if the Senate allows him to make a recess appointment, which under the law can stand for 2 years, then it won't matter. But again, there are senators and again, Republican senators as well as Democrats in the Senate who are saying that they don't want to do that. So yeah, obviously, we'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out. But it appears right now that it might be a difficult task to get a majority in the Senate to agree to the blanket recess appointments. But a lot of politics to be played between now and January, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, I see in the secret vote that they had today in the House, I see Trump didn't get his pick for that, but the secret vote, who knows who voted on what? And that's the reason they went with Thune on that, I think. Had it not been secret, I think the guy from Florida would have got it.
Well, it's going to be an interesting process in the House and the Senate. It's clear now the Republicans will have a majority, obviously officially have a majority in the Senate, and it's obvious they'll have a majority in the House. It's not going to be a really, really large majority.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of tightrope walking in the House and the Senate to get stuff done.
What do you think of RFK? I mean, he's going to be in control of the vaccines and pretty much all the medical stuff, will he, or will he not on that?
Well, that's what I'm hearing. That I'm hearing that he won't have a cabinet position, but he might be something like a health czar. RFK Jr., of course, wants vaccines gone, and not just the COVID vaccine. He doesn't believe in vaccines. He has said he doesn't believe in vaccinating kids when they start school, vaccinations against things like measles and diphtheria and all those diseases that polio, all those diseases that we effectively wiped out a long time ago. RFK is apparently not in favor of those vaccinations. If he becomes in charge of healthcare, he cannot, let's point that out, the federal health czar or FDE head or whatever it is cannot simply stop vaccinations from taking place. That's a state matter. Each state decides for itself about that. But the federal government, I guess, could have some influence in that direction.
Yeah, I'm sure they can, Ken. I mean, he wants to take the fluoride out of the water system.
That's right. He wants to remove fluoride from water supplies. Again, it's a state issue, but he wants to influence the states to do that.
Yeah, he does. It won't surprise me, Ken, if Trump appoints or nominates, I should say, the My Pillow guy for something like HUD. I mean, the way he's going with his appointments, man, I'm telling you, nothing surprises me now.
Well, there's more to come. We'll see.
All right, Ken. Enjoy your show, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for calling. Folks, I'm having a problem here, and I normally wouldn't bring a thing like this up, but I don't have a choice. I'm having the beginnings of a migraine, and it started just about the time we came on the air, and it's getting worse. And I can't see very well now. Martinsville, Danny, you need to be ready to do something, because I don't think I can go very much longer looking at these lights, for one thing, and I have to be able to see my computer monitor to answer the phone, and I have to be able to see my phone screen to read emails. And I'm getting to the point where I can't see well enough to do either of those things. And I apologize for that. I hate not to finish a show once I've started it. But this is unpredictable. I know some of you have migraine from time to time too, and I have them from time to time. They never know when it'll happen. Never know how long it'll last. But it's happening right now, and I do apologize. I sincerely apologize, but I can't finish the show. There's There's just no way I can do this until 8 o'clock. And I'm sorry, the phone's ringing. I apologize, caller. I cannot see where to click on the computer screen to answer the phone. So that's why I'm not answering the phone. I can't see it. So I'm going to have to quit, folks. I appreciate your watching for the time we've been on the air. We're on the air Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and I hope you'll join us next time, and I'll be better. Thanks for watching. I'm Ken Echols.